Well, hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today. We're going to walk you through how to add a community page to your website and include a saved search with that. I'm going to switch my screen over to the Remax login here. Can we all see the Remax login page? Perfect. Let me log in here. This is with your Remax email address. Once you're logged into Max Center, if you've not recently logged in, you're going to get a pop-up of any new rollout that you might have missed, and you just want to go ahead and accept that or continue through that. But once you're signed in and you see the dashboard here, we want to go ahead and click on our booj tab. And they just have rolled out and to roll out on the booj platform. So again, you want to agree to terms and use. And from here, we want to go directly to website on the top menu bar and to dashboard. The dashboard for our booj websites shows that it is published, lets us know that we could edit the home page, which we'll get to in just a minute, lets us know how many pages we have created, whether they're visible to the public or not. And then also has the section for the mobile app branding. Just really quickly, if you don't have this shareable yet, you might want to go ahead and text it to yourself, put in your phone number here, hit the text button. It will send you a link to download the remax.com app to your phone, branded to you, and then you can share that out to your clients. If you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to myself or Karen. But we're going to go ahead and edit our current home page. When you click on that edit button, it's going to open up to the website editor that's built into all of our booj websites. On the left-hand side, it lists the content blocks. You'll see it says block list up here at the top. That coincides with the content on the right-hand side that you see throughout your page when you're scrolling through. And everything, as I said, is labeled as to the content. So our header image is right here, left side header image. Video embed is the video that I have up next. So this is what people are seeing when they go to my website. We want to go ahead and add a page to this. So if we want to go back out of here, my exit button is out of here. It's going to take us back out to all of our pages here. Another way to get to that would have just been to click on the website tab at the top and click on pages, but I wanted to review that dashboard with everybody quickly. So from here, you can see the list of pages that we have available. It might be easier to see if you click on navigation. This way you're seeing it side by side. The available pages that are unpublished right now, not viewable to the consumer or the public, is on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side is the actual navigation and how it's set up and under what tabs. What you're seeing here is what you're seeing on your website. When you go to your website directly, it has a menu button here. When you click on that menu button, these are those subcategories and the corresponding pages under each subcategory. So when I'm back here on navigation, under my buy menu, I have the ability of what community works for you, home buying today, buyer's guide, mortgage considerations, and so on. So that's what the consumers are seeing, but here it is in the editor mode. So let's go ahead and click on the community works for you. I want to preview that page, see what I've gotten in here. I have my Delhi page up here and a saved search for that. Well, we're going to go ahead and create a new page so that I can better show you hands-on how to get that done for your websites. So we want to go ahead and add a new page. We click here on edit pages, and then we want to add a page. We're going to create a new page. What do we want to call it? What do you want to call this page? It's also going to be the header of the submenu. Let's just say, we'll go with Mason. So the city of Mason, Ohio. The description, little bit of history, school links, and save search for Mason. And then this description is just shown to you. However, if it were to be Googled, this is the description that shows up in the Google results. So a little bit of history, school links, and save searches of available homes in Mason. The page URL slug down below that has the dashes in between each word, that's just the script that's being written for the web. So that's nothing that you need to change here, but that's going to show you how it would show up on the URL display above. We'll hit the save button there. It's going to take me into creating it right away. I'm going to click on this hero image. That's the default image. We can't really change it as to what every header is on every page. You can play around with the design template here. You can choose an image to add to that. This can be an image that you've uploaded, or it can be an image that's in their stock library here. You can narrow your search down by, let's type in community and see what pops up with that. So here we've got, community neighborhood. It's kind of an aerial shot. I kind of like the sidewalk with the blurred landscape there, so I'm going to go with that. Tell it to insert over here on the right. So that's how it is. Now it's looking a little shaded. If I want to make it that lighter, you're going to click on the block details here. I need to save my changes. Thank you. And the theme right here, I can make it lighter just by clicking on that. Or I could make it something different, a little bit bigger with the search bar in the middle of it. I want to make it just the light because I want to be able to add a search later on, but I want my text to show up nicely on here. So I'm going to hit save changes to that. It's going to ask me to change or choose that image again. I apologize. The title of this, I'm going to say the city of Mason, Ohio. Description. Is this where you want to call home? And we'll hit save there on that. Now it's going to take me into asking, what do I want to add next? Perhaps I want to add some information about the community, as I mentioned. So I'm going to hit a block and I'm going to hit add text. And in that text, it takes me into what's called a WYSIWYG. And you can edit text throughout here. Now, before I jump into here, I might want to go out and get some information on the city of Mason. So I'm going to open up a new browser window, type in city of Mason. Takes me right there to the website. And I'm going to copy this URL by left clicking and then right clicking. I just want to copy the URL and keep that on my clipboard there. If I go back to the booj site here, I can go ahead and add in some of my own verbiage. Let's see, what does Mason have to offer? Click the link below to explore the city of Mason further. Once you type in that text, you'll see above here the toolbar right here that talks about the paragraph, font type, and so forth. There's a, looks like paperclip link, and that's the link that you can, or button you can use to insert a link. I'm going to paste in the URL that I copied. The text to display, you might want to change this here to say, click here to visit Mason, Ohio. Title doesn't have to be titled anything. You do want it to open in a new window. If you tell it to open in current window, it's going to take the consumer out of your website completely. It won't even be a tab up on the top there. So you want to be sure to click on new window. Hit the save button. There it is. It shows up in blue, means it's a hyperlink embedded. Really nice there. If we want to change this font here, we can highlight this here. And there's where that editing buttons up above come into play. We can make it bold. We can make it italic. We could strike through or underline. You can make it bigger by choosing on paragraph and signifying what type you want it to be. I want this to be a header. Here where it's the hyperlink, you can change that to be a little bit bigger too. And it keeps the embedded link, but makes the font a little bit bigger. We want to hit save there. That's going to be the first block that they see. Next, let's go ahead and add our saved search. We click on add block again. We want to scroll down to the box that says save search. What do we want to call this? Featured listings, I would say in Mason. We wanted to search by newest first, that's fine. And then address, city, or zip, we know we're going within Mason, so we can type in Mason. Let it pull up the list, so when you click on it, it's applying the proper filter that it knows, meaning the system itself. The button, we can hit view on map, so that way they're able to see these populate out on the map. And then you have additional filters. We do want it to be for sale. We're not pulling rentals right now. No minimum bed or maximum or bathrooms. We want this to be as vague as we can. We want to include all of them, so you can leave them blank or you can check them all. We do want it to be for sale. We don't want the pending ones popping up on here. New listings to the site, listed today or within the last 3 days, so it keeps refreshing new there. I'm not worried about open houses, luxury, virtual tours, price reduced, must have photos, none of that. I want all listings, not just mine or my offices or my team. So this will bring up anything that's listed in Mason. I'm going to hit the save button there. Make sure all your little buttons are green here, so everything's showing up on the right. Look, there's only one house listed in Mason for sale right now in the last 7 days. So we want to edit our filter there so we get a lot more than that. We're going to click on the little pencil button. And under the additional filters, you want to scroll down to where it says last 7 days, and we want it to be 30 days. Save changes, and there it did pull up a lot more. Okay, so we want to go ahead. We can always preview this by clicking on full preview on the top right. So this is what our page is looking like so far and what our consumers are going to see when they visit our page. City of Mason. Is this where you want to call home? What does Mason have to offer? Click the link below to explore the city of Mason further. Featured listings in Mason, that's the listings that are coming up. If they click on view on map, go ahead. I won't do it in preview mode, sorry. It would populate this from pictures to a map with the little balloons. All right, if they were to click on any of these listings here, again, won't do it on preview mode, sorry. We'll exit out of that. We want to save and exit this. It does save automatically, so we're going to hit the exit button here. If I go back to my website that I've already have up, and I click on the refresh button here, things that you add, like pages, can take anywhere from just a few minutes to several minutes to upload to your site. Let's see if mine is there yet. No, and that's because I have to drag it over. Let's go back into our booj here, into our navigation. On the left-hand side, the available pages would be the one that I just created, City of Mason. I want to drag that, click and drag it over here to my main menu. I want it to go up a little bit. I'm going to have that right up here in my buy menu. I'll drag it right up into the top here. Now, if I go back into my website and hit refresh on that again, it should appear in my menu now. Not yet. Nope, not yet. I will.
You can show how we can share it to social media using those dots if they want to share the page.
Mm-hmm. Think if we got it pulled up here yet. No, we'll leave that alone for a minute. Back to navigation. If you click on the, you're talking about on the page itself, over here, Karen.
There should be under pages.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the pages.
Sorry, Karen's navigating from the side over here. 1 second. Website pages. Mm-hmm. You can share just the page here that we've just created. Bump you guys up here. On the 3 dots on the bottom, this is a shortcut to copying the page link, cloning it, or deleting it. You can copy the page link, which will be that URL, and share just that out to social media, such as on your Facebook, visit my newest website page, featuring Mason, Ohio, put it into Twitter. You can put it out even on Instagram. I think you can put links on Instagram now. If you wanted to shorten your URL, although this won't really appear to be that long, you could go into Max Center and use the URL shortener. Let's see if it's updated the page yet on my website. No. So it's going to take a few minutes. All right. Do we have any questions up to this point? Karen, any questions?
No, that's great. Perfect.
Okay. All right. If you wanted to, let me get back into my navigation here. If you wanted to further edit your page once it's published, you can always do that by clicking back to pages, back to navigation, and then click on edit next to the page name. Take you right back into the editor. You can add additional blocks. Maybe you want to add another text block with another link to holiday happenings in Mason. I recommend that you maybe brainstorm on, with paper and pen first, write down some topics that you want to have on your community page, and then be able to go out and pull those up on your tabs up here so that you can quickly copy those URLs. So really kind of get creative with it. Think about the websites you visit yourself and the information you're looking for when you go to those websites. You can also do just exclusive save searches to be maybe new construction or to be a specific price point or just a type of home. Maybe you want to do a feature on your page for, ranch homes available in Cincinnati, all of Cincinnati, just ranch homes. Maybe you're focusing on, a buyer pool that's looking for one floor plan. Living simple living, you can cater it that way. So, but definitely brainstorm on paper and pen, get up on the internet, grab some links of those information that you want to share, and then get into your booj website and start editing your pages. All right. So be sure to look for this video later on and join us again next week. We'll be at Mason and Westchester doing another hands-on with community pages and safe searches. All right. So any questions, reach out to us. In the meantime, have a great week. Make it successful. I'll go ahead and end for now. Anything to add, Karen? Perfect. All right.